Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today because we're leaving this place. Those were all yellow because I loaded the game, as you can see on the lower right corner of the screen, and basically these things prop back up, and I am not really sure why they do that. We do have some things out here, though, that we haven't looted, as far as I know anyway, and certainly things out here that we'll have the chance to loot, which is more important than anything right now. Now, we're in Little Town. Little Town has got a lot of bandits and bards and just people who are apparently obsessed with the what goes on television. Basically, they do nasty propaganda against us, and we can't let that happen. Otherwise, we won't be elected in the next election cycle, will we? What's that one doing over there? Oh, that's. That was actively, yeah, that was a flea. I thought that because we saw those, we saw things like that happen before, and I thought they were just going in between places to communicate with each group and just be like, sort of give a semblance of coordination between the AI, which is, I should say, the best thing an AI can do to impress me personally, is coordinate between each other. Because, and it's not even that difficult. Old games do that, and new games, some new games do that as well. But the point is, to make it really impressive, I think that you as a developer really just get the AI working with each other on the simple things like just calling for help. That works. That's all you need, really. Anything else on top of that is icing on the cake. I'm not necessarily a big fan of icing, personally, because it just adds calories to the cake. The cake is good enough as it is, and if it has fewer calories, then I can eat more of it, and that's good. You know, by eating more of it. It's not that I can't eat like a 4,000 calorie cake all by myself, and then because if the cake were 2,000, I could eat 2. That's not really the case, but. It is sort of it. Am I the only person who... I don't know. Calories... It's like I have a sixth sense. Not that I keep mind of... I have a very bad... unfortunately, I have a very bad diet. But, am I the only one who is like, eats something really sugary? And, I could eat like 5 or 6 sandwiches with cheese and marmalade and stuff. Marmalade is pretty sugary. Or just with, with butter, or I say butter, but I mean margarine, because that's what I eat. I haven't had butter in. I don't think I've ever had butter in cake in a sandwich ever. It's just not a thing here in Portugal. People just eat margarine, and to the point where it's not even called margarine. We call it literally butter. People don't know that it isn't butter. It's kind of phenomenal, really. Well, I knew it was margarine. I've always known that it was margarine. But I was actually having a conversation about it with my sister the other day. About how it isn't butter. Can I leave? I can't leave. We're over encumbered, but we're good. How about how it isn't butter? And she was like, no, it is. It's just a different type of butter. And I'm like, well, etymologically speaking, you're correct. Just not from a scientific perspective. That's not what butter is. And it's so, because, we can call it whatever we want. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's a different kind of butter. That argument solves any argument in regards to that. We still have the Pitax thing. We need to confront Aymar now. That's different, though. Because before we only had to meet Octavia's mother. And now we have other things to do. That sounds like a plan. However, should I leave that for later? I don't know. I think I should. And the reason why I should is because I really need to sell my things. And we have things in our kingdom and whatnot, as you can tell from there. And that might be an important event. How do I get over there? Oh, look at that. That's a good passage. Okay, so we're gonna take that passage. We're probably gonna finish that later, and we're just gonna go straight home. Yeah, that looks like a reasonable path to Tuskdale. Is that where we're going? No, it isn't. 13 hours? Yeah. I want to get back to my kingdom as soon as possible. Because I want to see what that is. And as you can tell, I'm already over-encumbered, so the moment we get too exhausted, we just can't leave an area if we enter an area, so we need to be very careful about that. We got Triumph over here for the Craftsman Strike. We murdered them all in the face. Ashes and Dust, that is a failure. Nah, that didn't matter too much. Band of Arsonists is on the loose. They're extorting money from homeowners, threatening to set fire to their property if they refuse to pay. What happened? The Magister nearly captured the gang's leader, but he slipped the net and fled the city. Yeah, that's fine. Why did you lose Arcane? Do you always lose Arcane if it's a failure for Octavia? Or for the Magister, I suppose. And we can't do anything. Researching the nature of the curses for Ivar there. Okay, we have another one over here. It is a 100% chance to succeed, which is pretty good, but then again, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does matter. The point is, I was considering not paying attention to it, but we have to pay attention to it because I think she's needed elsewhere. We got a Triumph over there for the Forgotten Knowledge. The decryptor managed not only to translate a book from the dead language, but also to grasp its gentle, delicate nuances. It was not only a book about magic, but also about the gods and their connection with magical energies. The mages and priests of the kingdom have taken great interest in the tome. I probably should point out, I mean, I shouldn't. It's not, I'm gonna ramble. It's not that the game is doing anything wrong here, or saying anything wrong here, but it says something about the dead language. What is a dead language, you ask? You might know what a dead language is, but if you don't, let me tell you what it is. It is a language that is not being actively used in day-to-day speech. That is literally what it is. It's not a language that nobody knows. It's not a language that nobody knows how to speak, or a language from a country that doesn't exist anymore. No, it's just simply a language that is set in stone. And thus it is dead. It is dead because it's not a living language. It's not evolving. That's the nature of language. That's why, well, that's a pretty fundamental aspect of language, in fact. It's the fact that it is indeed evolving. I was just talking about butter. If in Portuguese, manteiga, which is what butter, how you say butter, if it means margarine as well, then it means margarine as well. And if people keep thinking the way my sister thinks, in 100 years, it probably does. But yeah, that's why it's a living language. People use it, people evolve it, and that's how language works. And it evolves pretty fast. It's like, it evolves a lot faster than some people might think that it does. But a dead language is not like that. It's dead, it's set in stone, because there is a correct way of saying things, and there is a wrong way of saying things that is never going to change, because nobody has a legitimacy to all of a sudden say, for example, that in Latin, you don't conjugate verbs in the way that we know Latin to conjugate verbs, you know what I mean? Latin is a dead language because of that. So that's a ramble. But at least they're not. At least this is not this game. Dead language is that's actually a pretty common misconception about what a dead language is. I don't fault the. We got a thing. Oh, but that's support the treasurer's endeavors. I do want to support you, but we just can't do anything at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. So I was wrong. Sana is not needed elsewhere. You're really going around? Sure. It's fine with me. But this is not, at least not the game that, I think there were 2 games. Was it this game as well? I think there were 2 games that I was playing at the same time. 2 Let's Plays. On the same, at the same time, basically. That, kept referring to acts of torture. Because people can die of torture or from being tortured, and people can be tortured to death as a means of execution, for sure. But torture isn't a means of execution. It's you torture people. You don't need to kill them. You can still torture them without killing them. You don't even need to. It's not even a means of interrogation. It can be used as that, but you don't need to. You just torture is just a thing. But that one game kept. I think it might have been this one. Kept referring to torture as a. Oh no, it's my birthday. This is sort of lame. This is lame. Did I? I hope it isn't. I hope I put in the birthday at the beginning. But I don't remember the game asking me what my birthday is. I'm sure it's accessing like our my Steam account, the info, which is probably has that as public. Or even if it didn't. Actually, I wonder if it should have access to it. If it's not public information, my birthday should the game know? Either way, it doesn't matter. A group of bards has offered to praise their ruler. Ah, that's sweet, sweet free advertising. Ah, can't pass up an opportunity to indoctrinate the masses. Send Sana out. She is very good at the not double speak. What would be a good fun way of making fun of the weird? It's getting stronger, isn't it? It's getting like harder. The game is going in harder and harder on the whole rumor things and a lot. It's just getting out of hand, really. It's not okay. That doesn't make sense. I mean, maybe you could write a setting like this to make sense, for that to make sense, but I don't think it does. The game, the setting has never bothered with anything remotely related to what the masses want or think being a relevant thing. It's just modern day people writing things that are part of their day-to-day life and not thinking about the implications of why things like, you know, what the media says about a politician are about why it is important and how it comes about. And it's anyway. Let me sell all the things, otherwise I'll just keep rambling. And leave the rest of the stuff in here. All the named things and whatnot. Because I don't need them, honestly. And I have a lot of money. Do I have a lot of money? 60,000. That's not enough for anything. But we don't need to buy any build points. So I'm good on that front. Anyway, now we're going to P-Tax because we're leaving. And yes, I'm overexhausted. Or not over-encumbered at least. But yes, I'm exhausted. But fortunately, we can actually leave with the team that we have. I think I could have done that even without leaving... It's saving right now. Even without leaving the all the things behind, as I did just then at the end. You didn't see me drop it, but still. 2 days and 11 hours. That's good enough. We haven't... Also, we didn't get ambushed on the way here, so I like it. We are, however, always, ever, forever swamped in this. Happy birthday to you, Queen. The Queen's birthday is a special date for our young nation. I really did not approve of any of this. And I honestly don't like this sort of cult of personality. Oh, well, actually, that... I should maybe understand the whole propaganda thing in the light of a cult of personality. Huh. It would make sense for a country based around the cult of my personality, of Gillidel's personality, to actually care about what people say about me. So all that damage control is very important, all of a sudden. I didn't think of that possibility. Because also the cult of personality is only hinted at. Also, that's another thing. Well, we are gonna need to sleep out here, or rest out here, because...
Why are you so obnoxious and rude, even with your allies?
Allies? I'm afraid you're not going to like my answer, girl. You'll just imagine I have a bad temper.
I think she said that. And it is a really weird... I think I remember that, because that is a really weird reply. You're not gonna like my answer, and the because there is omitted, because you'll just imagine I have a bad temper. This is bad news. I have a bad temper. How do I get in there if you're not gonna let me get in there? That is bad news. Try to avoid. It's peaceful travelers, though. Let's see what happens here. I think I'm gonna reload. If it's the skeleton man, I swear to God. the skeleton man. I hate the skeleton man with a passion. Anyway, we're not sleeping here, but more importantly, we need to go back. We need to find a way to go back to our place. How long does that take? 8 hours. Is that acceptable? That is acceptable, because it's before the 60. It's peaceful travelers. I know what you are. Forever leave me. Okay. We can manage this. So I'm thinking it's going to be an event. It's going to be something that shows up here for us to actually do anything with the Pitax. Or we just need to finish the quest, because I think there's other things that we still have to do. A royal elk was spotted in the forest. This is sacred game, rarely released by Erastil himself. The priests say it's a good sign. The patron of hunters invites us to run the gorgeous beast down, because that's what you do when you see a rare creature. You murder it. What does Sana do? Sana cares for the people, but also believes cracking the whip is sometimes necessary. So basically, she's a wild card. So we want to know what she does. That's troubling, honestly, that she's a wild card like that, because she basically has zero backbone. Oh no. Or oh yes. It is a bit of back and forth here. The oh no there is that I should have seen that coming. We got the River Maiden. There's a mermaid. What happened? Our soldiers stormed into the mermaid's waters and scared her off. She has abandoned the whole river, and merchants now choose their safe route over the others. Or choose this safe route over the others. We got a little bit of military and a little bit of economy, I believe. A terrible fire struck the settlement, consuming many buildings. The people need immediate help. Yes, give them homes. What the heck do you expect me to do? Can I ask seeks to fill the kingdom's coffers? Yes. Well, just ask them for rent then. That's the easiest way to just get their money. You do nothing and they give you money. How? It's like it even goes hand in hand with the thing about giving them homes. If Kanarai is gonna be like that. Is she chaotic evil? No, that would be lawful evil, wouldn't it? Anyway, we just went with chaotic evil out of more habit than anything else. Oh. Oh. We'll talk about... Yeah. Let's go north. Because I think... might be able to do something. We're going to waste a day, I believe. My god. There we go. No, that's good enough. Trying to, you know, not do things for nothing. How long does that take? 13 hours? That is acceptable. I don't even need to get there, really. How about that one? 14 hours. That is bad. So let's go over here. And on our way back, we're going to explore that bit. And actually, we're just going to... Just shut up. Peaceful travelers? Yeah, go away. We can just hang around over here. We got the Eclipse. The high priest found the right words. The people turned away from their superstitions and hurried back into the temples. We thought we were talking about them not having superstitions. And their forlorn gods. Wait. Into the temples of their forlorn gods. That makes even less sense than just general the temples. The foretold cataclysm never came to pass, and the citizens praised their high priest's wisdom for a +6 divine. Pretty decent. I do enjoy a +6 divine. Give me all that, because that's like a third of a level. So it's pretty powerful. There it is. Spend a little bit of time out here. We got rats. Rats everywhere, and everybody loves rats, as we all know. And there it is. Okay. And maybe that's going to calm things down a little bit. What is that for? Confront Amar for sure. That's the main quest. That's what's missing. For sure that's what's missing. Come on. That's enemies, actually. No, it isn't. I don't need that sort of trouble. I'm good where I'm at. Whew. I had to kill them, though. But anyway. Moving on. So, yeah, we're gonna rest over there. Maybe over here. Because... Actually, I don't know how to access that. Oh, this is a forced random encounter. We definitely need to sleep. But because sleeping is going to allow us to... What? Sleeping is going to allow us to see if anything happens in the next day. I probably should have kept an eye on it. Goblin Merchant. Oh, we found the throne. We just saw that quest. Wait until the throne appears for sale. And yeah, I found it. As you come closer, is that a period instead of a comma? That is a period instead of a comma. The goblin gives a wide grin and waves at you. A ramshackle cart beside him is sagging under the weight of the junk within. Amidst the trash, however, you notice the glinting of gold and what seems to be hints of fine cloth. It seems like only the owner of the cart can sort through this mess. Hail, travelers! Welcome to the Chwork's Cart Around shop. I be having all. Pokers, glinters, clothers. Choose what you like if you have money. And Chwork, who is him, appraises you with greedy eyes, as if sizing up how much coin you have on you. Not much, actually, but Hey, Chwork, we've met already. Remember me? Chwork looks you up and down with indifferent expression. You adventurers be all the same. Skinny, dirty. Why, I should be remembering your kind, but if you be buying stuff... It's sort of funny that the game is he says be buying instead of conjugating the verb, but then he looks me up and down with indifferent expression, which is just as incorrect as be buying. Anyway, Chwork thinks for a moment and then shakes his head sadly, as if confirming his memory of you is lost. Yes. How goes the trading? Since Goblinking be downed, it be too bad. Me be self-riding roads and wandering around villages. No one be giving money. I'll just come to watch and point finger. Hey, let me see your wares. Let me see your wares. I bet you buy things. It's all normal things. Camping supplies included. And butter. But is that butter or is that margarine? Hey, that's my throne, by the way. And, or this, I suppose. Eh? Ah, this cherry. It be good cherry, sturdy. Ornamenties on sides, soft seat, fine back. I be giving it off for 100 money. You be not regretting it. Why you staring at me like that? Is that a deal stare? Well, are you crazy? This is my royal throne. How can you demand gold for that which is rightfully mine? Chwork is still, trying to wrap his head around what you have said. That true? He scratches his ear. Right, me be asking too little. It be 200 money. I like the joke. That's good. I like it. You will return my throne this instant before I hang you from the nearest tree. Chwork screeches and drops to his knees. Have mercy, adventurer. I be mistaken. I be not doing it never again. Chwork wrings his hands. You want bribe? I be giving you bribe. Many valuables I be giving you. And take this, take Cherry back. Just don't hit me no more. He didn't give me a bribe. Also, I don't know what bribe it could be. I mean, I suppose a bribe to have him, to me, so that I wouldn't have him hanged? But I'm not a police officer. I'm the one that knocks. I'm the one that will hang you if need be. So it's not like you can bribe. It's like... I just had this precise conversation today when I was recording Queen's Wish, where somebody was going like about bribes and no, you're just paying for my services. That's not a bribe. That's just paying. What? And it wasn't even paying. It was just it wasn't even paying. So that's like, ugh. Anyway, definitions. Words, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a rest over here. Hear them bickering again.
Everyone says brains aren't important for a lass. And they're right. A woman needs a bicep, that's what. A whack in the face will make anyone respect you. That's right.
I am with her there. No, I mean, not so much on the woman doesn't need a Doesn't need brains. Did she actually say brains, or did she use another word? But the biceps, yes. All the biceps for the women. The smacks, I can do without. Thanks. Bye. Anyway, we need to go to White Rose Abbey over here. Can I click on... No, I can't click from here because the game is not allowing me to. There was a time when this abbey, built by Caden Kalen's worshippers, was a hospitable place and provided the whole region with excellent wine. Nobody knows what brought it to ruin, but it has been abandoned for many years, and even among the foulest weather no traveler dares to seek refuge within its crumbling walls. Well, if they're crumbling, then you probably shouldn't, because they're gonna fall on you, and it's bad. You shouldn't do that, because yeah, old houses are very dangerous. I should know. I have fallen through my fair share of roofs. 4 times. I say roofs, but I use that liberally. Roofs and ceilings. It's 4 different occasions that I can think of the top of my head, by the way. Probably more. Yeah, probably. It's just they're dangerous. And 2 of them weren't even in bad old houses. They were new houses. So it was down to me for being an idiot. What is that? A greater whatchamacallit? We're tiger. Sure. Okay, their AI is gonna ruin everything. Our AI, I should say. Come here. Ooh, ambush. My least favorite forever. Okay, turn the AI on, please. That's good enough. Octavia, be a darling and set them on fire, please. That's pretty good over there. What is my... That's me. Okay. Is that gonna work well? Gillidel's taking a lot of damage. Got a little bit of damage over there. I mean, it's only natural that Gilladel would be taking a lot of damage. She does damage like a truck. She's down. Okay, it's pretty good. I'm gonna keep the... let's do a molten orb over there. Wasn't there a way... I don't remember if there's a way to cast that thing elsewhere. That barely does any damage, though. Scorching Ray. Should be fine. Missing Gilladel is a big problem. I don't know why she died so fast. Because she died pretty fast. That thing is pretty powerful, that Scorching Ray. That basically makes the wizard a freaking... Oh. Yeah, the wizard makes the wizard... with that particular high-level spell. Or, I mean, low-level spell, but at high level. Oh, okay. I pressed Q a bunch of times, and Gilladel kept not being selected, and I was a bit apprehensive about that. Are taking damage over time now? Well, just a little bit. A little bit is not a problem. And we're gonna do this. And that takes care of you. Why? There's so little health. What do we have? Masterwork short swords, please. Masterwork. Everything is masterwork. I must take it. Of course I will. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I might as well not even look at it and just pay attention down here. Wurbat. Was that a Wurbat? Did I misread that somehow? Potion of Blur. Heavy crossbow. What's that? Eternal Sunshine, a pilgrim's journal. That's not a quest item? I failed to resist the temptation and quickly doused my weary feet in the holy waters of the oasis. I washed my feet off first, for it would never do to desecrate the divine font with the dust of the road. The sunset danced upon the surface of the water. I closed my eyes as my flesh went numb, in yearning anticipation of a miracle. On the road, pain had gnawed at my heart, but now it melted into the holy water, and my sores seemed to fade away. I looked into my heart and questioned the purity of my thought. Was I worthy enough to escape my torment? Would Sarenrai give a sign? I was prepared to greet the sound of flapping dove wings. Dove wings. Maybe. I don't know how to pronounce it. The fever overwhelmed me. I sensed the divine rays, but the sun had set. The light was coming through my eyelids. I witnessed the figures of Sarenrae and her angels. I dared open my eyes, but they were heavy, as if burdened with all the weight of the sun's heat. Sleep dawned upon me. That's an interesting thing that happened. I'm not sure what to make of that, to be honest. But I don't think it is a, I don't think it is a quest item or anything. And over here we have a ring of chaos, which has +4 deflection bonus on aggro. Ooh, that is pretty good. Okay. No, I don't think we need that. That is better than her armor, I believe. She has a +3. So, Ring of Blur. Ring of Blur is pretty nice. What is that? +4 resistance, +4 deflection. Ring of Chaos cannot be used. Oh, it's only for Chaotic. It should be for me. Oh, I can. What? Wait, what? Oh, it's not, only Chaotic characters can equip it. Oh, yeah, I'm Chaotic. I'm just not neutral anymore. Because, a lot of reasons. Energy Source. This is not going to do anything to you, though. No, because his armor already gives him a +4. No, it's a +3. +4 deflection bonus to armor class, and a continuous freedom of movement spell. I don't know. +2 deflection to armor class. Oh, you can't use that. You can. Ring of protection +3. 31. Goes up to 32. Yeah, those do stack. Okay. How about you? It does go up by 1. You? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay. It's pretty good. Wasn't there a trap over here? I need to be careful. Yeah, I sort of ruined the... I should have disarmed the trap when I had the time. When I had the opportunity. That poison trap from before. But I didn't do it. It's a big hassle to disarm traps in the middle of combat. Especially because it's our least healthy character that needs to do it. We got a warden over here. Well, I guess we can try this. She's sneaking, but she's gonna be seen for days. Wow. That is surprising. Also that she didn't attack them is sort of interesting. Not really sure what to think about that. Intruders! Kill them! Also, break dripping clock. A DC 18 for strength. That's super easy. I don't like that. Let's stop that from happening. If I can find where it is. Is that it? No. Death Word. Yeah, Death Word is really powerful. But that is not it. Is that you that has... I mean, sure. I'm sure you have it. Energy. That's it. Communal for... electricity. Please do it. Be quick about it. There it is. And you're silenced? Oh, you're dead. Okay, that works too. Can we stop that from happening? What is that? A gardener? I doubt it. I doubt it's a gardener. Let's get you to heal. Maybe it's gonna heal Octavia. It is! It did heal Octavia. Miracles do happen. It's just how that works, I know. I know. Let's get a control fireball up in there. Whee! Pretty nice. Let's go for these over there on the gardener. Maybe not. This warden... Oh, can I... Did she get attack of opportunity? She did not. Let's go with more control fireballs, because I can attack everybody here. Probably should have done that before. A lot of damage coming in to our health pools. But I can make do with that. Just keep it over there. And that's a heal. And more of that. I don't like it. And... well, that was a good thing that that was a controlled fireball. Lots of damage. And we're good. Are we taking damage still? What exactly are you taking damage from? Not sure what to say. Anyway, we got good things from here. All masterwork long swords and full plates +1. Really good at over-encumbering me, they are. Yeah, it's like she's not getting healed or something. Or maybe she did and I just didn't pay attention. We got a lot of booze. We got more booze. +2 charisma, +1 charisma, +1 armor. Actually, that's a +2 armor. Yes, it is. That's the +1. +1. Not, it's +2, but it works as a +1. Bombardier's Vest. +1. That is... It's a badass name for a rubbish light armor. Singing Edge over here, +3. It is a long spear. Wait. What? That's a weapon type? Shouldn't that be called a pike? Because that's what long spears are. And what is this? A chipped magnifying glass with the Technic League's brand. This item once belonged to an ancient Technic League Technic League outcast. It may be of interest to an antiquities expert. Oh yeah, we keep finding that, I think. So you should be able to pass this no problem. Time has passed. Did you notice? The beautiful Nereid is deathly pale. She shudders as you approach. I know you. You're her hound. I have a message for you. The Nereid freezes and stares forward with unseeing eyes. When she speaks again, it's not with her voice, but another, one you recognize all too well. Just 2 more to make 1,000. I assume it's... the narrator's not telling me who it is, but I assume it's Nyrissa. Just 2 more to make 1,000, 2 more grains, and my cup will be full. I care not who makes it first, you and your lands, my hound, or Pitax and its ruler. The time draws near, so enjoy yourselves, or fight, or celebrate your victory. Each step you take is one more toward my triumph. Take the tool promised to you. It awaits you here at the bottom of the lake in the Abbey, but bear in mind my peacock already knows you have revealed his secret. He is terrified, and he will soon make his move. Finished speaking, the Nereid hugs her shoulders and lowers her head. Who are you? Why'd you speak with Nyrissa's voice? The Nereid lifts her head and stares at you with big blue eyes. I am Evindra. I have spent many years serving my cousin Nerissa as her living tool, a channel for her voice, and a gift to her peacock, King Girovetti. Through me, he could communicate with her. Why would Nyrissa do this to you? It's a long story, though you surely know much of it already. Long ago, my dear sweet cousin was different, but then a curse fell upon her, and it changed her completely. It's been a long time since I could recognize Nyrissa, our once proud, brave, and visionary leader. The curse deprived her of her heart, and her first victims were her sisters, the nymphs, and myself. It's important to say that at this point, all we know of the curse is that her lover died, and she's apparently required of... She has to murder a bunch of people, among other things, to get her love back. That is not a curse. That is just... No, that's not a curse. We might have a bad understanding of what it is, which is totally possible because we got it in, like, really weird visions. So there's a lot of things that we are not being told. Or there could be a lot of things that we're not being told. What was the tool Nyrissa spoke of? A dark secret is hidden in these depths. The remains of victims of a treacherous murder. Side by side they lie at the bottom of the lake, the offspring of 4 noble Pitaxian families, Leancenza, Catane, Vascari, and Strocale. I know little of the game's mortal monarchs play, but I have watched Irovetti for a long time. He fears these bones will be recovered and draw the vengeance of their living relatives. That is why Nyrissa told you where to search for the bodies. She also told him you would come to retrieve them. 2 rulers at each other's throats is exactly what she needs. Nyrissa, dear cousin, what have you become? Who was that strange halfling that attacked me at the entrance? I didn't notice that there was a strange halfling attacking me at the entrance. Evindra apparently knows, though. She frowns and hisses through gritted teeth. The gardener. Oh, that one. Right. That is how he was known. The madman was obsessed with me, and Irovetti exploited that weakness of his to turn him into the most loyal of his guardians. I do not wish to speak more of him. Thank you for sharing this information. Farewell. Wait, I beg you. Please take me with you, Queen. Let me live in your capital. I will repay you by telling you all I know. I want to help you, and I want to help Nyrisa too. If anyone can break the curse, it must be you. I would advise against it, says Valerie. Time and again we have witnessed treachery from those of the First World. We cannot place trust in their desire to repent and aid us. Really? You're saying that, Valerie? No. Yeah. I may need I may have need of further information. Thank you for your kindness. And fortunately, Valerie doesn't say anything about that, which I am very grateful for. I'm not grateful, however, for the fact that we're out of time, because that means we're going to have to end the episode over here. But I am grateful that I will be grateful when I get to record the next episode. How about that? Hopefully I will be able to record the next episode because, well, you never know the future, do you? So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pathfinder Kingmaker. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.